Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Cassidy Huff, in case you don't know me, and I apologize if you hear anything in the background. We just got a new kitten who is wreaking havoc on our house because that's just what babies do. Our house is a little chaotic right now, but that's okay. Today, somebody gave me the idea yesterday on a live that I should show y'all what I have crocheted. I've only been crocheting for about a year, and I have made a lot of really cool things. So today, I'm gonna show you everything that I have crocheted, all of the projects that I'm still working on. So I'm really excited to dive in. Before we jump into the video, I just wanted to point out this really cool sweatshirt that I'm wearing. Oh, what is this, you might ask? Well, it is my merch. Do you see the little CH right here? I'm so excited. It launched this week. If you want to check out my merch, I have a lot of really cool designs and everything that I designed. Some people over at Spreadshop helped me. So I am really excited to share this with you guys. And so far, I have no sales yet. So maybe you'll be the first one to get something. I don't know. Also, this is not my sweatshirt. That's why it's a little big on me. This is my mom's. But my favorite thing about this Croc sweatshirt that I have are the thumb holes. I didn't know that it came with this, but I really love it. Anyways, so if you want Cassidy Huff merch or you want to go check out the designs, please go to the link that is down below. Let's jump into the video. So I first started crocheting about a year ago. I can't believe it's been a year already, but I feel like I've also been crocheting my whole life because I've made a lot of things. I really wanted to start crocheting because I was bored after I graduated college. I picked up this new hobby and I didn't start with like the granny squares or making a scarf. No, I hopped in with Amigurumi, which is basically, it is stuffed animals. So like cartoonish stuffed animals. Some of them are very large. I wanted to make a seagull. His name is Scrappy. Why? Because he looks a little scrappy. Look at him. He's cute. He does need some minor surgery. He lives on our bookshelf back there because he is a little bit fragile. As you can see, he has like threads coming out. His feet are kind of falling off because I didn't really know how to sew things in at this point. So he was the very first thing that I ever made. I made him wrong. He's not supposed to look like this, but this is what he looks like, and that's okay. We accept Scrappy for being himself. Oh gosh, this wing is coming off. His tail looks a little janky back here. That's okay. Anyways, so this is Scrappy. I'm very proud of him. He always has a spot in our home on the bookshelf where no animals can touch him so that he doesn't get ruined. Okay, these next few things I'm going to show you, I have no idea what order I crocheted them in, but these are all of the amigurumis that I've ever crocheted, ever. Oh, hi, are you gonna come say hi? Come say hi. Say hello, everybody. Yeah, I know. Oh, he's purring because he really loves this blanket over here. He really wants to be involved. Okay. The next amigurumi that I can remember crocheting was the otter that I crocheted for my sister. His name is Ollie. I really love him. He again came out looking a little like Scrappy, but that's okay. I made Ollie as a birthday present for her, I think. What do you want? Then I made Mike Wazowski. Mike Wazowski was a gift for my boyfriend's sister, and I made this one because she had some yarn that she wanted to give me because she also crochets, but she wasn't gonna use a bunch of this yarn, so she gave it to me. And one of these skeins of yarn was this fluorescent, like highlighter yellow color that I was like, what am I gonna make out of this? Like, what could I possibly make out of this? So I've just been slowly making her things out of this highlighter yellow color just because I was like, this is so random. And she makes fun of me for it all the time. She's like, what are you gonna make next out of that color? So I decided that I'm gonna take the joke a step further and only make things for her out of this highlighter yellow color. So that's what I've been doing. The first one was Mike Wazowski. This was the first pattern that I did by myself. I was very proud of it. And although it was just a circle, I did it by myself. So I was very excited about it. The next thing that I did, now I'm holding a baby. So I have to like be careful about how I reach for things. Here's my next project, which was a hedgehog. Kaz makes fun of this one because it was originally gonna go to a follower, whoever wanted it. But then it kind of looks like he has a receding hairline. So he lives with us now. He lives next to Scrappy on our bookshelf. I followed a pattern to make him, and this is how he turned out. I don't think it's bad except for the receding hairline. I learned a new stitch for this one, so I was also really proud of it. So the next thing I made, or the next thing I remember making, was this fox. for my cousin. She's 2, and it was a birthday present for her. And it was probably the most complicated thing I have ever crocheted to date. It was huge. Even from the pictures, I don't think you can tell how big it was. It was about as big as Monty. It was gigantic, and it took me, I think I stayed up for like 3 days to make this thing because I was determined to finish it before I left to come back to LA. It was the hardest thing I've ever made, and I say that because it had so many little intricacies. I wasn't quite confident in changing yarn yet, like in the middle of crocheting, so it definitely challenged me that way. I definitely got a lot more confident because of this project. So that was probably the most difficult project that I've made so far. The next thing that I remember making was Snoopy. Now, I made Snoopy again for my sister. She wanted me to make her Snoopy, and so I was like, sure, I'll do it. I tried my best. He looked pretty good. Again, Snoopy was very large and didn't take me very long, but he was just big. I was very proud of him once I finished him. The next thing I remember making was a raccoon for my boyfriend's mom. I wanted to make her something, so I asked her what animal she wanted me to make her. She said a raccoon. That's what I made her. Again, the raccoon looks a little like Scrappy, but that's okay. We love him anyways. He lives in her bedroom. I don't know what his name is. I did not name him before giving him to her. And that one was really cute. It had a lot of things to sew on because you had to like sew on like the eyes individually. It was a whole thing. The thing that I'm most proud of, aside from the fox, that I've made very recently was a duck for my mom. I got the pattern from Atomic Crochet on Instagram. So cool. The duck was a mama duck, but then she had like a little insert under her, and then you could pull out an egg, and inside the egg was a baby duck. And I thought it was the coolest thing. It was the softest thing, like the softest amigurumi that I've ever made. I loved it. I recently, like just a few months ago, finished that one. Now I'm gonna get into all the projects that I'm making that aren't amigurumis. Okay, these are my temperature blankets that I'm making, and I am so behind on these. So this first one is my temperature blanket for the town that I live in Southern California. And so basically, if you don't know what a temperature blanket is, I assigned each 9-degree temperature increase a color. So like 50 to 59 degrees was a color. 60 to 69 degrees was a different color, and on and on and on. So that every day it was like a new color. Well, I started with this one that I'm holding right now, which now he's sitting on. And I hated it because if you live in Southern California, you know that our weather doesn't really change. So this is what it looked like, and I didn't like it because it was just the same color over and over and over again. So then I decided to do 2, which was probably the worst mistake of my whole life. So I did that one, and then I made another one, which is my Seattle temperature blanket. This is my Seattle temperature blanket. If you don't know, I grew up in Seattle, born and raised. So my idea was that this was gonna be like my mom, like a present for like my mom, but then I still need to finish it. So those are my temperature blankets. Now I have a blanket that I'm making for my boyfriend's sister, Julianne, and this blanket is proving to be difficult. All the blankets that I'm making, I made the pattern for. So this one, she said she wanted like a rose blanket, like a blanket made out of crocheted roses. And she just happened to choose the most expensive yarn in the entire world. It's fun, but it's also not fun. So I did the math and realized how many of these flowers I am gonna have to make for it to be as long as she wants it. This is going to take me a long time. I intended it to be a birthday present for her. Her birthday was in March. I started this thing in January. It might be a Christmas present. It's July, and I don't know if I will be able to do it. Now I have the most recent project that I've been working on. This is very recent. This is like within the last few weeks. So I had this idea at the very end of Pride Month, because of course, to make this crossbody small little purse for each of the Pride flags. Now, I said each of the Pride flags, that's not gonna happen because there are so many. I wanna do the disability Pride flag. This is just the rainbow Pride flag, and I do really love it. So as you can see, it's pretty big. It's not huge, but it's big enough. I have to sew all of the ends in here, but I'm working on the strap right now, and the strap ideally is gonna be the same colors as these are. And yeah, it's a really fun project. It's just, I'm working on so many others that it's taking me way longer. And I think those are all the projects that I have made and am currently making. So Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. Please make sure to like, subscribe, comment, tell me other videos that you want to see from me because I am slowly running out of ideas. If you want to see me post every day, go see my other social media, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and please go look at my merch. I'm so proud of this. It is my most recent project that I've been working on. I'm so excited that it is finally out in the world, that it's being released. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.